I arrived in Mosul with just $100 in my pocket. My goal, see if I could truly live here, in a city marked by pain, but now healing. The city buzzed with life, cars honking, people calling out, the scent of fresh bread in the air. This wasn't just a travel challenge, it was a way to connect and understand resilience. I converted my money to Iraqi dinar, about 130,000. Every note mattered. Mosul's history was everywhere. Scarred buildings, but also hope. Children played football, shopkeepers arranged fruit, and bright clothes dried on balconies. This was a city of survivors, determined to write a new chapter. My plan, live like a local, eat where they eat, travel how they travel. I wanted to understand daily struggles and joys, not just find the cheapest way to travel. My $100 was my key to the real Mosul. I would strip away the layers of tourism and get to the honest heart of the city. The adventure was just beginning. I felt both excitement and nervousness. The city's energy was contagious. I was here to witness not just recovery, but the spirit that drives it. I would seek answers in small, everyday moments. Mosul was not a city of ghosts. It was alive, fighting for its future. My budget was tight, but my curiosity was boundless. I was ready to see what $100 could really buy: connection, understanding, and hope. This journey was about more than money. It was about people. I was determined to find meaning in every dinar spent. My adventure in Mosul was about to unfold, one day at a time. I was here to learn, to listen, and to share the story of a city rising again. And so, with a pocket full of dinar, I stepped into the heart of Mosul. Mosul is split by the Tigris River, east and west, two distinct worlds. East Mosul is modern, bustling, and recovering fast. I based myself here for safety and convenience. West Mosul, the old city, holds the deepest scars and the richest history. Walking its narrow alleys, I saw ruins and heard the sounds of rebuilding. Life is returning, brick by brick. The contrast between east and west is stark. One side organized, the other still healing. My budget plan reflected this. Stay in the east, explore the west by day. This gave me a balanced view of Mosul's recovery. Crossing the bridge each day, I felt the city's duality, past and future, pain and hope. The two halves are not separate, they are two parts of the same resilient heart. East Mosul offered more services and cheaper accommodation. West Mosul offered the soul of the city. I learned that to understand Mosul, you must walk both sides. The city's story is written in its contrasts. Every day I saw evidence of loss and of rebuilding. Mosul's strength lies in its ability to bridge its own divides. To travel here is to witness a city healing itself, one step at a time. The journey between east and west is the journey of Mosul itself. My first challenge was finding a place to sleep. Mosul's tourism infrastructure is limited, so I relied on local connections. A kind man at a tea shop made a call and directed me to a family-run guest house in East Mosul. It was simple, clean, and safe, about $19 a night. The family treated me like one of their own, offering tea and conversation. My room overlooked a quiet courtyard. Staying here was more than just a bed. It was a connection to the community. Every dinar I spent supported a family rebuilding their life. For budget travelers, homestays or guest houses are the best options. Booking online isn't common. Human connection is key. The hospitality in Mosul is genuine and generous. My guest house became a sanctuary after long days. I realized my money was buying safety, warmth, and a sense of belonging. The experience changed how I viewed spending. In Mosul, every transaction is personal. Finding a place to stay here is about trust, not just price. It's about being welcomed into someone's home. Food in Mosul is both delicious and affordable. The best meals were found on the streets, not in restaurants. Breakfast was fresh samoon bread from a bakery, less than 50 cents. Lunch and dinner meant shawarma or falafel wraps, each under $2. I often ate in parks, watching daily life unfold. Local specialties like kubat Mosul were shared with families who welcomed me in. Meals were about generosity, not just food. My daily food budget was around $7.50. Sweet tea is everywhere, 250 dinar a glass. Tea shops are social hubs, perfect for resting and meeting locals. Eating well in Mosul doesn't require much money, just curiosity. I learned to appreciate simple, hearty meals. Every bite was a window into the city's culture. Sharing food created instant connections. The culinary experience was rich, even on a tight budget. I discovered that the best flavors come from the streets and homes, not fancy restaurants. In Mosul, food is a celebration of survival and community. My budget stretched further than I imagined, thanks to the city's generosity. Getting around Mosul was an adventure. Shared taxis are the main mode of transport, cheap and communal. A ride across the city cost less than $1. I traveled with students, workers and families, sharing stories along the way. Walking was my favorite way to explore, especially in the old city. On foot, I noticed details, damaged doorways, children playing, hidden markets. Walking costs nothing but gives everything connection, perspective and safety. My daily transport cost was about $2. Using shared taxis and walking helped me blend in and feel less like a tourist. These journeys were windows into everyday life. I learned more from a shared ride than from any guidebook. Mobility in Mosul is about doing things the local way. It's safe, affordable and deeply human. I was not a tourist in a bubble. I was part of the city's rhythm. Every journey was a chance to connect. In Mosul, getting from place to place is as meaningful as the destination. The city's pulse is felt most strongly on its streets. The heart of Mosul is its people. I met Ahmed, an old man rebuilding his spice shop in the old city. He'd lost everything, but returned to start again. "This is my home," he said. His story echoed throughout Mosul: loss, return and hope. I met university students by the Tigris, dreaming of rebuilding their city with knowledge and creativity. They were optimistic, determined to shape a better future. These conversations cost nothing but were the most valuable part of my journey. I learned that resilience isn't about forgetting the past, but carrying it forward with hope. The people of Mosul are survivors and teachers. Their stories are lessons in strength and optimism. Every encounter deepened my understanding of the city. I saw pride in small business owners, joy in children, and hope in students. The city's spirit is unbreakable. Mosul's people refuse to be defined by tragedy. They are rebuilding not just buildings, but lives. Their resilience is the city's greatest treasure. I left every conversation inspired. These stories are the true souvenirs of Mosul. They taught me more than any monument could. In Mosul, hope is as common as hardship, and it's what makes the city extraordinary. Safety in Mosul means awareness and respect. I registered with my embassy, kept a local contact, and stayed alert. I avoided walking alone at night and kept valuables hidden. Respecting local culture was just as important. As a female traveler, I dressed modestly and carried a headscarf. Small gestures like learning a few Arabic words opened doors. Always ask before taking photos. People's stories aren't tourist attractions. Smiles and politeness go a long way. Traveling here is about humility and listening. You're a guest in someone's home. Act accordingly. Safety and respect build trust and genuine connections. In Mosul, these are your most important travel tools. Mosul's scars are everywhere, but so is its beauty. Green plants grow from rubble, a metaphor for the city's resilience. The Al-Nouri Mosque is being rebuilt, stone by stone, a symbol of healing. Golden afternoon light softens the ruins, revealing haunting beauty. The greatest beauty is in the people's spirit. Children laughing, bakers working, families rebuilding. Everyday moments, bread from the oven, kids playing in alleys, shine brighter than monuments. This journey taught me to see beauty in resilience, not perfection. The city's scars tell a story of endurance. New life and hope are everywhere, even among ruins. Mosul's beauty is found in its determination to rise again. The scars don't make it ugly, they make it remarkable. Every sign of growth is precious. The city's story is written in both its wounds and its recovery. In Mosul, beauty and pain exist side by side, making each more profound. As my time in Mosul ended, I counted my money, $65 spent in 5 days. I'd lived simply, eaten well and traveled everywhere. But this journey was never about the money. The $100 was just a tool to connect with people and places. It forced me out of my comfort zone and into real experiences. I learned to value small things. Tea, bread, a shared smile. The richest part of travel is human connection. Leaving Mosul was emotional. The city and its people had changed me. They taught me about resilience, hope, and strength. Mosul is not a sad place. It's a city fighting for its future. I'll carry these lessons forever. I hope this story gives you a new perspective on Mosul. There are more stories like this to tell from misunderstood places around the world. If you want to join me on more journeys, please subscribe. Thank you for traveling with me.